So there are people who see things and it comes to pass in their life. Well, if you are such a person that you receive messages and you are bold enough to go and deliver the message to the person involved, I want to thank you today. I want to thank you for harnessing your gifts, your potential. I want to thank you for being a very nice and kind person. Because the funny thing is that most people who are like this, their messages come to pass. On the other hand, I want you to know that if things are revealed to you and you don't pass the message across, there is always a repercussion, especially if you are a light bearer, if you are a medium, if you are a shaman, if you are a seer, if you are a diviner. Ịbụ onye akpọrọ oku, a na-egosi gị ife gbasara mmadụ ijere gwa onye anwa. A na-ata mmadụ afụfụ gbasara ya. Yes, ọrụ mmụọ gị ga-ata gị afụfụ, ga-apịa ụpịa gbasara ya. I don't mean to scare you, but you should know, not delivering those messages, especially if your message is very sound and they always come to pass. You don't have to have doubt about yourself. You need to go ahead and tell the person, nekwa ihe gosi m ebe ị nọ. Ma ihe ị chọrọ ime, emeni otu a si otu a mee ya. Because majority of you are spiritual compasses and you don't know you are pointers for other people who are not spiritually conscious. On the other hand, once you deliver the message, you'll be rewarded. Your spiritual guides will reward you. But if you don't, you receive punishment. Sometimes you can have develop headache, frequent and incessant ringing in the ears or blinding light to start tormenting your eyes. Or maybe whatever you choose to do henceforth, then it will never be successful because of that simple mistake and offense of not going to deliver the message to the person who you are meant to save. Ndị akpọrọ oku n'afọ ụzọ ọfụma. Ndị nwere osena bụ natural osena bụ not the fake one. You are meant to go and tell the person involved. You are meant to save a situation. That is why such things are being revealed to you. If you are spiritually inclined and conscious, then any spiritually inclined and conscious person, once you receive such messages, you don't have to waste time. You don't have to start doubting, especially if it's in line with whatever you are going through. All you have to do is to say, thank you. Please, what is the next solution? What can I do to avert this? Or what can I do to attract such? For maybe the message is all about positivity, about blessing or good luck, one way or the other. You don't have to fold your hands and say, I receive it. Kandio kasiyeme. I claim it. I tap into it. Being spiritually conscious is not about tapping, claiming, and receiving. It is about taking action towards whatever it is for you to be able to harness it or to prevent it. So, don't take this kind of people for granted. Well, we need to discuss about characteristics of a spiritually inclined person. Number one, if you are spiritually inclined, sometimes you experience sleeplessness. You have trouble sleeping while you try to imagine many things that fly through your head. Sleep will never come. Number two, you have overactive imagination. Because one who is spiritually awakening, who is passing through that spiritual awakening process, has an intense imagination. It would appear as if they wish the worst to happen. Number three, empathy. The pain of other people, you always feel it. It deeply distresses you as you feel it is as a result of being an empath. You also wish to take people's pains away if you are an empath. You feel things, you are always spiritually sensitive. Number four, stability. This is a characteristic of a spiritually inclined person, your spiritual journey will become more authentic and you become stable. Stability becomes your second name. Things will stop bothering you while you are immune to what happens around you. Love for animals. This is number 5. You can easily bond with animals because of how your soul connects with them as empathy becomes more and more prominent, or as a lifestyle for your soul is awakened. Most of them, some of them have pets, while some do not. For example, me, I have a dog. Dog is also a spiritually awakened animal. It is spiritually sensitive in the sense that, now, its function as a security. Aside from security purposes, nkịta na-afụ na mmụọ, they can be able to sense when a spirit is around you, when any energy is around you. They know when you are happy, they know when you are sad. That is why the life of a dog is somehow. And they forgive easily. So you have a lot of things to learn if you love pets. You learn how to be patient, you learn how to be caring, you learn how to be smart, because some of these animals, they are very smart. You learn how to be spiritually sensitive, spiritually conscious to detect when any negative energy or aura is around you. You learn to be neat, because some of them, they lick their body, as in they try to bathe themselves. That is how you, as a spiritual conscious person, should take care of your appearances. Take care of your dresses, your dress, everything, your appearance. Take care of your environment. They teach you how to be neat. They teach you how to be conscious, how to care for people. Because it's only somebody that is insensitive will behave callously, who is always wicked, always looking for ways to hurt another person. A wicked person has the mindset to destroy, because they are not spiritually sensitive, so they don't feel anything. It's nothing to them if they go about destroying people or a human being or property, because something is lacking in them. If you love pets, you will learn to love humans as well. Good humans with good quality or character traits. You can also have the attribute of being tolerant. Yes. Because if you have animals and you take care of them, it is a daily routine, not something you do weekly. So there are things that animals will do, you just look and overlook. Thereby, when you do this, you are becoming tolerant. You learn the art of tolerance. There are a lot of things. So most people that keep these animals, it's not as if, or pets, it's not as if they can't do without them. Spiritually, they are symbolic too. They help motivate them if they are the type that easily enter into depression. Because if you are spiritually sensitive, there are a lot of things you will experience. So these animals make them lively, make them happy, make them more humane. Because if they are spiritually conscious, they get to a certain level spiritually. So most times, Uche Hapwa is these animals that will bring it back for them to be conscious of their surrounding again, that I'm here, give me a hug or pat me on my head or give me a rub. For dogs especially, that's their attribute. So number 6, you talk about radiation of peace and awareness of how others feel around you. If you are spiritually conscious, there is this aura around you. If you are spiritually inclined, you will always be calm and confident while interacting with people. You don't panic easily. Even when there is cause for you to panic, you have that ability to calm people down. Take it easy. Things will be all right. So when you're talking to somebody who is spiritually asleep, who say, please leave me alone. You don't know the enormity of what has happened. You don't understand. Calmly, you also say, I understand. Take it easy. It is not the end of the world. Things will get better. Of course, you have that calming effect on people, and they trust you easily. They incline towards you easily. They will be able to open up and share problems with you. Even if you don't give them solution, just talking to you relieves them. This happens to me a lot. People gravitate towards me, and they open up to tell me, this is what I'm passing through. How can I do this? How can I do that for things to be okay? And for me, I'm always ready, ever ready to offer assistance, offer advice or counsel them. Because when you are a dibia, people expect some certain responsibilities from you, even without paying for your service or the services. Yes, to some extent, they believe you are a master of knowledge. There are some certain things you can be able to help them with. But that does not mean you should take advantage of the dibia or the spiritually awake person. Heightened instinct and intuition as matters unravel naturally before you. Did you hear that? You become heightened, your instincts become sharpened. Everything you do is with your intuition. And if you have a perfect intuition, wow, things always work in your favor. People will be like, wow, let me talk to her about this. Let me see how she feels about it. If she says yes, I will continue. If she says no, I will go withdraw. Maybe from a project or a contract, a scheduled meeting, whatever it is. So matters unravel before you naturally with the assistance of your natural powers and a clean and positive aura. Once you are spiritually awoken, this is one of your characteristics of a spiritually inclined person. Love for animals, radiation of peace, calmness, heightened instinct, your intuition becomes very, very clear and precise on issues and matters and events. Stability, you become stable. As an empath, you feel things, you feel the pain of other people. You can you can experience sleeplessness occasionally, or having an overactive imagination. It depends. So let's talk about what one can do to become more spiritually inclined. The things you can do to become more spiritually inclined is by helping other people in need. You need to render help whenever you can. Help can come in different forms: physically, spiritually, financially, mentally, psychologically, academically, and so on and so forth. You have to make a wish list so that you wish this will come to pass, and it comes to pass. You use your mind more of to project it, and it comes to pass. It helps a lot. Then again, you need to spend time every morning doing ego for ututu before your izmezu and oramuo. It is one thing you can do to be more spiritually inclined, because it connects you with your spiritual guide. For those who are into ordinary Igbo spirituality, you know now, ịgọ mmụọ ụtụtụ maọbụ ịgọ ọfọ maọbụ ịgọ ọjị ụtụtụ, ọ dị mkpa, ọ dị oke mkpa. Nzu ọjị edo nye akọzina gị alligator pepper Once the sun is up in the sky, say from 9 or 10 in the morning, bring your chair, face the sun. Bido gobo ọfụ ụtụtụ. You talk to your powers, talk to your spiritual guide, talk to the universe, talk to Chineke. Tell them how you want your day to be. Tell them the things that you are scared of, that you need courage to face. Tell them things you are planning that you want it to be successful. Tell them about your dreams, your aspirations, how you need their help. It works. Because once you do it, if you are sensitive, you might take a nap in the afternoon or maybe when you're sleeping at night. You receive answers as a spiritually inclined person. You should always know that. Because once you dream, your dream should have an answer to what you did or what you are requesting for. It should guide you. You don't just have empty dreams. It will also help you if you dream to remember. Once you are doing this, you are pushing your intentions out to the universe. You are affirming things. You are making declaration. This can be likened to maybe a Christian praying 2 or 3 times or 4 times in a day. But ours is Igo Mo, Igo Oji, Mobi Igo Ofo. The term is used interchangeably, but they are all the same. It means you are communicating with your spiritual guide, your Izumezu and Oramwa. Then also learn to forgive people who offend you. This is one of the things you can do to become more spiritually inclined. Learn the art of forgiveness. Once you can forgive any offense, it makes you spiritually strong. It makes you spiritually conscious. You will not carry burdens, grudges, malice to overwhelm you or to stress your life. Practice patience in all that you do. Yes, for one to be spiritually inclined, more spiritually inclined, you are not always in a hurry. Don't always be in a hurry. Be patient. Give people time. Give event time. You endure so that you don't always be in a haste, so you avoid avoidable mistakes. Always be truthful no matter what. This is what will earn you reward from the universe. This will help you to be more spiritually inclined. The universe rewards a truthful person. Being truthful opens a lot of ways for you in today's world. If you don't know it today. Spiritually, and it will manifest physically. You have this kind of aura around you that attracts good energies, good spiritual guides around you. They wouldn't want anybody to harm you. They will always stand by you for saying the truth. Don't you know what it means? You won't allow people to fall into problems. You won't allow people to be oppressed. You won't allow evil to thrive. And the universe will always bless and protect you. Your spiritual guide will bless and protect you. They will give you longevity, long life. Check. Anybody kwubalaki ọtọ na-eme ọdịnala ọfụma na-edebe nsọ ana na iwu ana. Na-nwelu iwu na nsọ agwụ ya. Don't you see them? They live long. They live up to 100 years, 120, 130. And you'll be wondering, you think it's the good food you eat? Or what? Their attitude, their character, the good ones they project and portray into the universe. The universe can decide to bless them with longevity, long life, and prosperity too. Or more sharpened and heightened gift of clairvoyance or divination, gift of divination. Start with a gratitude journal, as a thankful heart creates goodness approved by the universe. Always say thank you. Always look for something good to do for people. you will always receive a reward. You will always be blessed. It will also make you to be spiritually inclined because you will sense people's problem. You will sense when one is happy, when one is sad. Of course, it helps a lot. Always listen to your inner heart by obeying your instinct. There are people who, whenever their instinct comes up, they disregard it. Some will say nothing like that. It doesn't exist. When you always listen to your inner heart and obey your instinct, you avoid problems. You know when to navigate. You know when to withdraw. You know who to engage and who not to engage with. You can easily avoid problems. And it will also help you have foresight. So let's talk about benefits of being spiritually inclined. Once you are spiritually inclined, you become in sync, in tune with nature and the universe. I hope you understand. Ife ọbụla a na-eme, ọ na-adịghị ka ịmalụgo, gbasara ya na ịmalụgo, yes. Nothing surprises you anymore. Nothing people do will surprise you or you take offense. You always know that humans are frail. They can always fail. They can always disappoint. Once that happens, you take it in your stride and you move on. You always know and sense when things will go wrong. Your pineal gland becomes naturally activated. Once you are spiritually inclined, this is one of the benefits. If your spiritual guide so much love you 247, I'm trying to be funny. I mean that nothing, you miss nothing. Nothing will pass under your radar that you won't know about it. Forces of nature answer you anytime you need spiritual support. It is one of the benefits of being spiritually inclined. Whatever you do works. Whatever you say comes to pass. Your spiritual guides are always alert 247. Do you understand? Even if you are facing any challenge, you just think about it and say, oh, I wish I have so amount of money. I would have done this. Don't be surprised. In the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes, somebody will just come and gift you that money. That is what I meant by forces of nature will answer you anytime you need spiritual support. Not only spiritual support, physical support, in any way, as long as nature is involved. Again, once spiritual guides fight their battles fiercely, even when you are unaware of their intervention and involvement. On this, I always caution people because most of you, when you see a spiritually inclined person, for example, like myself, a dibia, you have seen me physically, you have not seen the inside of me, the spiritual aspect. That is why you relate with me as a physical person. That is why you feel you can insult me. You feel you can talk to me anyhow. You feel you can shame me or whatever it is, whatever gimmick that person. I will want to caution you today. You have to be careful. You have to tread softly. Don't step your leg where the angels fear to tread. Let me use this adage, this saying in English so that you understand properly. I'm not saying you should be afraid of the person. I'm saying don't become too familiar with the person. Don't take the person for granted. Because if you are spiritually inclined, like somebody like me, 247, I walk with my spiritual guides and they are with me. There is nothing anybody does against me that they will take lightly. That's negatively. Even without me knowing, they will go all out and fight the person. Even before I become aware. And how will you become aware? When the person that offends you or does those things will come and start begging you. You'll be wondering, where is this one from? But if you know who you are, you will know that your spiritual guide had already gone to deal with the person. So that is why I say, please tread with caution. For some of you who will be on social media, you'll be raining insult on people. You matter how you matter the spiritual guide that is working with the person. You just take the dibia nwanyanzu nenu ofeke omara agbafa omara eme nke nwa. You na asọtọ ọnụ because you yourself, you are frustrated. You are not focused. You are not busy doing something good with your life. That is why you come on the Blue app, you insult people, and you talk down on them. So be very, very careful. If the person is a dibia or ezenwai or ezenwoke, you give people respect. Respect is reciprocal also. So whoever you respect ought to give you back same respect. But hence is not forthcoming. Please be very, very careful so that situations don't become bad. You become a master of self and spirituality. Situations and things answer to you speedily. Automatically, you become an intercessor, protector, revealer, diviner, seer, clairvoyant, and so on and so forth. This is one of the benefits of being spiritually inclined. Blessings will follow you. Because the universe will bless you. They will release blessings to you because you are also being good to people. So naturally, you'll be rewarded. Supernatural promotion and daily protection are guaranteed once you are spiritually inclined. Your inner light and aura become activated. They become active too because you are spiritually inclined. If you are opportune to be around a spiritually inclined person, be it an empath, seer, shaman, medium, clairvoyant, cherish them, as they are only protecting you from harmful energies for the good ones. Please, I will always say this, for the good ones. We have people with corrupt abu. I will always say this. They use their power to do bad, to do evil. There are people like that exist, please. So know this today and know peace. It's not everybody that can choose to be good. It depends on their life, their circumstances, and whatever mission they have on earth. So you have to cherish those good ones for protecting you from harmful energies and not trying to cage or frighten you because they have you as their friend. So when you encourage them, they manifest more and more. Why people reap spiritual benefits from them? Because they are spiritually awoken, they are spiritually conscious. They are good to be treasured. So always strive to be spiritually inclined. Don't live your life indolently and assume that there is nothing that is spiritual about life. 90% of what you do here on earth is spiritual. 10% is only physical. So check it now. How do you balance the equation? How do you make things work? By being more spiritual, isn't it? So I will encourage you today to always be spiritually inclined, be spiritually conscious, so that you reap the positive benefit. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to have a negative mindset. You live life the way that will be good for you positively, and you avoid problems with people. So if you have a question for me, you can drop it, please, on ADN Radio page, or you can come to my Facebook page, Dibianwangu Chendo, and ask your question. I have my videos on YouTube, Dibianwangu Chendo, for you to be able to learn more about spiritual things. Always be spiritually inclined. It will help you in life. It will help you solve problems. It will help you prosper. It will help you receive your blessings. It will help you learn to love people, tolerate people. It will help you to harness your gifts, your spiritual gifts, so that you can be able to flourish and live a successful life. It is not only those who are called to serve that should be spiritually inclined. Please, that is what I'm trying to say today. Everyone needs to be spiritually inclined because we are spiritual beings. Thank you for listening to me. See you same time, same station next week. Bye-bye from Dibian Wangu Chendo.